Am I the asshole for not changing my daughter's rules on a family holiday to suit the other child? Maybe. It will depend if the other child has a known issue, and if this known issue is something that he can work upon or not. I'm currently on a holiday with my father, stepmom, 3 brother, and my 6-year-old daughter. My youngest brother is 8. Okay, cool. There's a big age gap. The other are adults. I'm a single mom. We live quite far away from them, so we don't see them as that often. I guess that his daughter will go to sleep later than the 8 years old, and that's gonna cause conflict. I wouldn't say I have a particular parent style, and as it's just me and her, I'd say it's possibly a mix between gentle and child-led. I'm a young mom. She was born when I was 17, and so the only friends of mine who have kids are babies. Okay, so I don't really have much to compare with. I'm aware I could possibly be too relaxed with her in comparison to, at least you're aware of that, to other parents, but she's a very well-behaved, kind and confident kid, so I'd like to think whatever I'm doing is working. But like I said, I don't have much to compare it, so I could be wrong. It's nice to start with the open-mindedness of being I'm doing my best. I may be wrong, but I may be wrong. In comparison to my father and stepmom's parenting, it appears very relaxed. I give my daughters the choice of what she wants to do every day, using when she's in the kids club to do what I want to do. Okay, so she used that time to do what she wants to do. I let her choose her meal from the buffet, though I insist on at least a certain amount of salad, which makes sense. As we're on holiday, I've increased our bedtime by an hour so she can go to the kids' disco every evening. I didn't know these kind of things exist. I thought all of this was pretty reasonable, but my dad and stepmom asked me to change my rule on the morning of day 3 of the holiday. Their reasoning for this is that their son is jealous that he couldn't have pizza for dinner, doesn't get to go on the disco in the evening, and didn't get to go on the beach because they wanted to go to the market. I told them that he's always welcome to come to do what me and my daughter do if they want to enjoy the holiday and do different. Which makes a lot of sense, by the way. Less child-orientated thing, and they said that wasn't the point. This wasn't the point. I outright refused to change the boundaries and choice I've outlined for my daughter, and told them that it didn't feel fair for me to start limiting my daughter's holiday when she's had no problem herself so far. It felt a little like punishing her for no reason. It's exactly what it would feel for the kid. The kid would just be okay, so I hacked good. I'm not in nuisance to anyone, and you're taking me liberty and freedom. And here's the thing, for kids and for teenager, you have no idea how important freedom is. People want to drive car when they're a teenager just to add to their freedom. It is as simple as that. So that would be dumb. They got really upset and said I was being unfair to my brother as he was upset. You don't owe a thing to your brother. Really. I apologized and told them I regretted us not having the thought to discuss things like this before, but told them I wasn't going to change my daughter's day. They were obviously angry, but walked away in text to say they were going to start sitting at separate tables for meals and are also obviously avoiding us throughout the day. One of my brothers have sided with me and hang out with us, and the other with them. They both want the other to apologize so we can start hanging out all together. Though I want this, I really don't want to start limiting my daughter's freedom. My other brother told me my stepmom had called me a witch over dinner for not budging and ruining the holiday for everyone. Not they are ruining their own holiday. The best thing to do there is just clean your own mind. Okay, feel good about the decision you took, and if they want to ruin their holiday, enjoy your day. Just do what you have to do. All of us paid for the holiday. My father and stepmom paid more as it's a price per person, and including my youngest brother, there was 3 of them. They also paid for one of my older brothers. I paid for myself and my daughter and one of my brothers. That's nice. Who sided with me? It's kind of, it's wrong, guys. Like, money isn't to it now. Both students, so couldn't afford the price of their home. That's nice. And we all wanted to go on a holiday together, but my dad and stepmom couldn't afford both. It is honestly absurd. So they're not happy about something, they can't fix it, they try to fix it, they get tell no, and they decide that they go for the pouting technique. You do not exist, I'm sitting not with you when we go dinner. We are now acting like kindergartner. So at that point, conversation was there. Clearly we are talking with someone that is at least open-minded enough to be like, I might not have the most perfect ways, but my kid is happy, I am happy. I offered to my parent of making their kid, my brother, happy as well, and they're not agreeing with that. She's not the asshole. It's very, very weird that, like, I don't say let them do whatever they want, okay? 6 years old should be able to pick their own food in vacation at a restaurant. Lol, I have absolutely no idea why they are 8 years old, can't pick his own food. I mean, I feel like this is probably one of the stupidest part here. So yeah, I was being reasonable for letting her choose her food, but like I said, because I don't always like, no, that's all fine. Honestly, like, we know that if she only takes pizza and only pizza for the whole thing, you will probably eventually be like, yeah, that's a lot of pizza, it's not good for your health. I will ask you to take some good decision and pick something that may be more healthy and like half a slice to like go with that. Like, you put limit that makes sense with your own child and that you know that makes sense. So screw this. Opie's doing well up to what I can see here. And yeah, like, the same way that I would not force someone else to teach their kids the way I teach mine, I will not accept for someone to do that. Like, I had my sister and my mother eventually like going, my sister principally being like, oh no, me for my kid, I'm doing this and this and that. And I was like, oh, nice story. Do you do these? And I'm like, no. and you won't force me to do that. Like, on my side, I'm so sure that you got to respect the choice of others on these kind of things, as long as it's not hindering for the kid. That, like, the thing my sister was saying, they were making sense, but I was like, do that for yours. Like, why would I care? It's just, you feel that it's right, it's not hindering my nephew, it's fine. I feel that what you're doing is a little much, it's not hindering my kid that I don't do all of these things, let my kid live. That's pretty much it. So as long as there's no abuse, as long as there's no hindering of the ability of the kid to develop himself, who cares? Like, let people do what they want to do. Let them parent the way they want to parent.